Hey guys, so last time I showed you a few key elements to build trust on a landing page, and today we're going to be looking for a few landing pages and checking which trust elements do they use on their websites. Here is the list of the 8 elements that I mentioned previously. So the SSL certificate, the review badges, contact information, show your product, social proof, be clear, no grammar mistakes. To this list I would also like to add one more element, which is professional design. And it's extremely important if we have a new user that doesn't know our brand and he sees a professional design, it automatically builds trust. So to make this competition fair, I selected a keyword which is landing page builder, and I clicked the first ads on those keywords. And here we have the first landing page, which is wix.com. And as you can see here, they use an SSL certificate. The landing page design is very professional, but in general, they lack any additional trust elements. They could be including some badges, a review, also additional contact information in the footer, but in general, they use only this. Also, I will give them the point of being clear because the message is very clear on this website. Starts now. They want the user to do only one action, so I give them this point also. So the second website that we're going to be reviewing is unbounce.com. And as you can see here, similarly to Wix, they have an SSL certificate on the website. They also have a very professional design. And what you can see here, they do have additional trust elements. So they have badges here just below the fold on the first screen of the website, which I really like, and I always recommend to try to include those kind of badges as high up as possible. The only thing I would just include here is they trust us, or these agencies use unbounce.com to give us a bit more context about those logos, because I don't really know them, and for me, if I knew them or if I knew that they were agencies, it would give me a bit more trust to them. At the same time, we can see here a review from James Waller at Jetpad, who is the co-owner, and we can see his photo, his review of this tool, and also his company logo. So this also brings us additional trust and creates trust to our company. So this is something very good. In terms of any additional features, they show us some features of their tool, but they don't really show us how we can use it. So I can give them half a point because they mention the features, but they don't really get us through their tool. They don't show us how we can use it. So what I really don't like about this tool, if you check the call to actions with me, there are so many. So first of all, in the navigation, there's preview the builder, start your free trial. And I know that they are making an A/B test because I did see another version of this website with the call to actions reverse here. So the preview the builder was the first one and start your free trial was the second one. You can see preview the builder here, then start your free trial here also has the same weight. It's very blue. And apart from that, below they have additional call to actions. So we can see all features here and also browse our template gallery. So there's a lot of call to actions, and I would really like to see the results. How are those call to actions clicked? Which one is the most successful one, to just know the result, because this is very interesting. But the point to be clear for me is missing. They could be having a very clear message, but for me this message is getting lost in all the call to actions that they have on this website. The first landing page that we're going to be reviewing is from MailChimp. And what I like here is that we have an SSL certificate. The design is very professional, which I also like. And apart from that, in terms of trust elements, I did see that they have a review here from my client. So Kirsten Lambert. It's a review in a video form, which I really like. And it doesn't bring you only focus to the words, but also you show the clients that are happy using our tool. So this is something that I really like. In general, there are no other trust elements on this website, and it could be improved. Now let's go into a bit more detail of what I don't like about this landing page. So first of all, the landing page has a navigation and a lot of options in the navigation for the user to bounce and just select some additional options that maybe he will come back and sign up, but maybe also he will just bounce and never come back to this landing page. So maybe in the end, we will not sign him up. Apart from that, they have a few different call to actions here. What I just want to show you is that, for example, this call to action, find your domain, doesn't have the same importance. So you can see that it has a border, but it's not the same blue color as start building. So this is something that if a user really is interested in this feature, maybe he will click, he will find, but it's not very visually attracting. So that's something I really like. So if you have any additional features that you have to direct the user to explain it, that's something that you could be using. So I like it. In general, try to be clear and use only one specific call to action on a landing page. But if you have to do it, just do it in this way. So with less importance, include additional call to actions. What I also don't like here is at the bottom of the landing page where there should be the last call to action for us. So something like, hey, sign up. So they have it here, create your first landing page, which is separated, but just above it, we have get started and get better. If I am a new user, I wouldn't like to get better because for the moment, I'm not even creating landing pages. But those two sections just direct the user to some of the features of this website or some tutorials that are not important in this particular moment. So I definitely would like to cut a bit of elements out of this website and make it a bit more simpler. And in the end, what I really like here is also that they have the footer, some information here in the footer, so we do see that this is legitimate company, privacy and terms, which gives us a bit more trust. So we saw 3 examples of websites from the landing page builder industry that were using trust elements. Some of them were using a lot, some of them were using less trust elements, but in general they were using some. Now I would like to show you a landing page that in my opinion uses a lot of trust elements and uses them correctly. So here we have VWO landing page for keywords like heat map. I think it was like heat map tool or something similar. So if we land on this landing page, you can see that already on the first look, it looks professional. It has an SSL certificate. And at the start, we already have a kind of review, kind of social trust, kind of a badge, because we can see the result. At the same time, we can see the face of the person and the result that she had. So this is something very important in my opinion, and it's something that they're using as a unique company. I didn't see any other companies doing it in a similar way, which I really like. Apart from that, you can see that the navigation header is invisible, so we don't have any other options to jump from this website. We can also have a very clear call to action, so 30 days free trial, which I also like, and start heat maps for free here. So a similar call to action. Apart from that, we can see that they are showing us how their tool works in this first section. So we have funnels, session recording, heat maps, and they really do show us that their tool and how it works is very simple. So this is something that I like. So just below this section, we have a trust element, which is a review from Brandon Gentry, a user experience director at Warner Music Group. And as you can see here, we have his photo, his opinion, and his position. And if I am in a similar position, his experience resonates with me. So I already trust Brandon. I see his photo. I know that he can be a trustworthy person because of his position at Warner Music Group. So he's a industry expert, and I can relate to that. So that's something very important. Apart from that, just below they use badges. So they included tools that I assume are using their website builder. And there's also something that I said previously, I would just like to include. They use our tool or they trust us, and we have Ubisoft, eBay, so very big companies that use it. Here below we have a social proof. So I know that there are other ways to present this information, but in general, G2 Crowd is an app to rating website. So I know that this is a social proof. It would be very good for us, for example, to include 4.7 review or 3 stars or something similar, just to make it a bit more stronger, like to emphasize the result. But in general, this is also kind of social proof badges on this website. There's this section about the requests they receive per day. So we have 1 billion requests per day, 2.9 billion digital experiences optimized in 2018. So that's something that we can also serve as social proof. Basically, I told you previously, you can use everything as social proof. So showing the number of happy customers, they showed us the number of experiences in 2018, and also they show us the uptime of their service. So this is something really good. Also here you can see some social proof. So what's the industry standard and what's the standard here at VWO. So I really do like this landing page. So just to sum up this section, I showed you 4 different landing pages and the way that they were using trust elements on their websites. In my opinion, the last one from VWO was the best one, and it was the best way to build trust. They were using review badges, social proof, clear messaging, SSL certificate, and also professional design to build this initial impression that I had of their company, and I did really like it. So if you want to review those elements once again, you have the link to the presentation in the comments, and if you have any other questions about trust, just ask me on LinkedIn. This is the best way to reach me. Also, if you like this content, share it, comment below, and I will try to bring you more very relevant and interesting content about optimizing traffic and optimizing your website to make your website better. Thank you very much, guys.